Yo, it's your boy Ado, going to be showing the best and most commonly used skill moves by pro players on FIFA 21, and we'll be showing you a couple additional ones as well which they use, but just not as often, but they're still extremely effective. So let's not waste any of your time, let's get into it right now. The first one is called the Croqueta, and I will be showing you the Croqueta cancel. It's a 4-star skill move minimum requirement, so we're going to use Mbappe in this case. This is the skill move, and then I'll show you right now how to do it. You've got to hold L1 if you're on PlayStation or LB if you're on Xbox. Move your right analog stick either left or right depending on which way they are facing, so wherever your player's left arm and right arm is. So in this case it's going to be my right analog stick will go left or right, or it will go down and up. So let's show you now. So hold L1 and do it there, or we do it right, and then we go in this direction, it's going to be down or up, and then we do it this way, it's going to be left or it's going to be right. So it's very easy to do, but it's still crazy effective. Try it out. If you're in and around the penalty box and they've got a couple defenders there, you're pretty much sure to beat them and try and get a shot off goal and score that. The variation, the Croqueta cancel, is still a 4-star minimum skill move requirement. The difference is you're going to cancel it halfway through. So the second you have performed the Croqueta, you need to hold L2 and R2, or LT and RT if you're on Xbox, and then move your right analog stick in a different direction. So perform the Croqueta, hold L2 and R2, move your right analog stick elsewhere. So let's do it again. And as you'll see, look how closely the ball stays to his feet the second I've done it. It sticks like glue right there. And that is why it works really well. A lot of pros actually prefer the cancel to the normal Croqueta, because when you're in the box like this and you cancel it, it's close to your feet, a bit of close stick dribbling, left stick dribbling there, and then obviously you can get a shot at goal and try and get the advantage on your opponent. So that's the Croqueta and the cancel, 4-star. Next up we've got the Borough. So one of the most efficient skill moves on the game. Why is it efficient? It's easy to do and it's effective. That is what you want for a skill move. You don't want to have to do something that has 5-button combination and very complicated to do. So to perform it, 2-star minimum skill move requirement, move your right analog stick in the direction of your player's left arm or their right arm. Simple as that. So it's going to be down and up, or it is going to be down and up in this direction, or right and left. Couple ways it works well. So you do a ball roll and you exit, it gives you a burst of pace, it gives you a speed boost. So that's one way it works well. Another way is, for example, Mbappe is right footed, so if you do a ball roll when you're one-on-one, then you put it onto his strong foot, you're forcing it onto his strong foot, then you can finesse it. Obviously helps with the shooting a bit. Also, you can beat the goalkeeper when you're one-on-one. You can use it to change the sort of direction of play when it's your first touch. If you do a sort of a ball roll, it'll help you take the ball away from the opponent so you do not get tackled. That's why I feel like it's so effective. You can do it in all areas of the pitch with all of your players. Next up, we've got the step overs. Like the ball roll, it is also a 2-star minimum skill move requirement. It has been patched and nerfed. It has come out on PC. It will be coming out on console very shortly. Hopefully the patch is not too bad, because it seems like they're killing most of the skill moves on the game. But yeah, it's just really good to learn, and you definitely want to try it out. So to perform it, the best way I can explain it is there are other variations like a single leg step over, for example. You can see that on our full step over tutorial, but I don't think it's worth sort of trying to learn. The thing you want to learn is this. So when you're walking, hold your right analog stick in the direction your player is facing. So for me, it's going to be up, and then move it 30 degrees clockwise or anti-clockwise. So let's show you now. Hold it up and then go right 30 degrees, or up and left 30 degrees. And that is it, simple as that. So hold it down, left 30 degrees or right 30 degrees. And then here, we're going to go left and down 30 degrees or left and up 30 degrees. And same way there. So why it works well, again, like the ball roll, you get a speed boost. But the best thing about this speed boost is you can do it at an angle. So watch this. So you see that I do the step over and then I exit at a acute angle, and it's just really hard to mark it. This one really destroys the AI. Like, when I mean it destroys the AI, you can defend as much as you want, jockey, etc. But if it beats the AI, there's nothing you can do about it, because at the end of the day, the AI do have some control of your players. But yeah, that is the Croqueta and cancel. That's the ball roll, that's the step overs. Next up, we've got the Elastico, 5-star minimum skill move requirement. Go ahead and get your baller. Watch my right analog stick now. It's going to start right and go left in a semicircle. Now the reverse is left to right. Now let's show you all the variations. So that's the normal way. That's the reverse. Let's show you facing this way. It's going to start right and go anti-clockwise for the reverse. Get tackled by Kimpembe casually. Back to Mbappe. Here we go. Left clockwise there, and then this direction is down and up, and then up all the way down in a semicircle. So yeah, always a semicircle. Try and get your head around the normal way in the reverse Elastico. Reverse Elastico works well. Not as well in my opinion, because the skill is not as exaggerated, but it has a time and a place. Obviously, if you need to put it on that certain foot, then you might want to do the reverse Elastico instead of the normal way. But yeah, that's it. 5-star minimum. Next up, we've got the fake shot. 2-star minimum skill move requirement, I believe. Can you do it with a goalkeeper? Yes, you can. 1-star skill move requirement in that case. I think goalkeepers are 1-star. But yeah, you can do it with any outfield player anyway. And why pros use this is because, let's say for example, they're running down the wing. This is when they do it a lot. Running down the wing, you do it, and then maybe you can do Elastico, or let's do it again, and then do a Croqueta. So you can use it to skill chain, use it to completely stop what you're doing, make the opponent think, what's he going to do next? Maybe pass it somewhere else, do another skill move, etc. So use it to kind of like break up the play, change the direction of it, and that sort of thing. It's just super easy to do as well. You have a press square X, which is a lob pass, then pass, or you press shoot and X, which is circle and X. So whichever way you want to do it. But yeah, obviously, if you do it in your own half and press circle X and you do it sort of mistimed, it will blast the ball away and clear it. That's why I usually do square X, it's a bit safer. But that's up to you, definitely want to learn that as well. And next up, we have got the bridge skill. It's a new skill move on FIFA 21. For me, this is definitely up there, top 3 most broken skill moves this year. I don't agree with this skill move, because it works in a way which the skill move is not intended, like in real life, for example. So to do it, you've got to double tap R1 or RB if you're on Xbox, and it basically knocks it around the defender like that. And if you've got someone like Neymar, Mbappe, Ronaldo, I'm sure if you play on the team, you play them, you would just know how quick they run past you. But yeah, usually you do it when you're one-on-one with a defender. It doesn't really pass it around them. If anything, it passes it in the opposite way. And then for some reason, the defenders, they can't tackle you, they can't get near you. Your guy accelerates a million miles an hour. It puts you through on goal, and then you score. But yeah, try it out and obviously see for yourself, and you know exactly what I mean. And that's why pros are obviously using it this year, because meta is exactly what they are after. So the next skill moves I will show you are ones that are effective, but they don't use as common. So those are the most common ones, in my opinion, the best common ones that they use. There might be some other ones that I've missed out. Do let me know in the comments as well if you think I have. But the next one is the heel to heel. To perform it, flick your right analog stick towards your player and then behind them. So up, down, left, right, and then we've got down, up, and then right and left. Simple as that. It works well because if you do a fake shot and then do a heel to heel, for example, you get that burst of pace and they don't expect it, they can't really stop you. The best way is when you're in and around the penalty area and you do the heel to heel and then quickly get a shot off. So if you're around here, quickly do a heel to heel and then shoot. They don't really expect it. It's the pace which they can't really do nothing about anyway. That's the main thing. And then the other one is the scoop turn. It's a 4 and 5-star skill move requirement dependent on how you perform it. If you stand still, it's a 4-star skill move. To perform the scoop turn, you either press fake lob pass and X or circle X. I usually do circle X and move your left analog stick at this sort of angle here. But let me show you it moving and then we'll talk about it stand, because I feel like it's easier to understand it stand when you're moving first. So your left analog stick is going to go in a slight sort of angle position towards his either left or right foot. So let's show you now. Let's go right a little bit or left a little bit. Let's say like 15 degrees, you've got to curve your left analog stick, and then we'll go this way as well. So it's going to go up a little bit and then it's going to go down a little bit. This direction, it's going to go left a little bit, and it is going to go, if I can just do it, there we go, left a little bit and then right a little bit. So you have to get it spot on there. And when it works really well is when you're side to side with the defender and you literally do this. If you've ever come to our Twitch streams and you've watched me play Foot Champs, you will know it's my favorite skill move probably. When you're one-on-one with the defender side by side and you do it and time it right, it absolutely destroys him. It always beats them. And if you've got someone glitchy like Neymar, it works very well. But yeah, to stand still, it's the same thing, but now you understand what I meant by the direction. So you're going to move it slightly left, curve it, or slightly right, you want to curve your left stick. But you've got to be pretty quick, press circle X at the same time as you're moving it, and it shall perform the scoop turn just like this. But yeah, that's why it's 4-star, that's why it's 5-star. So those are the best and the most common skill moves used by pro players on FIFA 21 in my opinion. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to drop a thumbs up, because that'll help a lot for the YouTube algorithm. And obviously subscribe to our channel. Let's try and hit our next target, 2.5k subs. Appreciate you guys' support. It's been your boy. At least one more thing to say. Safe